Like and subscribe my channel and share with those guys who want to learn SD-WAN.
So in the OMP route, you can see nothing is there. What I will do, I will configure one interface on this. I am on branch 2 here. So I will configure this GE02 with the IP, okay, config D. So we are using VPN 10 and VPN 20. Okay. So I will go to one more thing I would like to show you. If I will go to show interface description, you will see no LAN interface and no LAN VPN is there. Only VPN 0 and 512 is there. So in this one SD-WAN, you can configure the LAN side VPN with your own numbers, whatever you want to. So I will configure VPN 10 interface G02 GE0/2 G0/2, no shutdown. IP address I will provide here 10.20.10.1/30. 10.20 will be part of my PC. Okay, and commit. Now we can see the whole running configuration here. This thing I'm just doing the configuration here, but same thing you can do from the GUI mode. I will show you how we can use the template. Just for the other things, how we will see the OMP routes, other things I'm showing you, I'm just configuring here, right? So it doesn't matter that you need to go to the CLI mode. You can directly configure from the vManage. Tomorrow I will go through, maybe today if I'll got a time, yeah, it's time there, I will go there with the vManage overview, what all options are available there, how you can configure, what you can monitor, other things. So just I'm doing some basic thing. So I have configured this LAN interface VPN 10 IP is there. Okay, and if I will open this start, and one IP I will configure here on VPN 20, or maybe VPN 10, VPN 10 10.10.10.1. Okay, admin, I am on branch 1 here. So config D VPN 10 interface I have already fixed GE0/2 I'm using for VPN 10. IP address 10.10.10.1/30. No shutdown. Commit. That's it. And okay, let me configure this also so that I can show you. One VPN cannot communicate to other VPN. Config D VPN 20 with IP 10.10.20.1. Interface G0/3 IP address 10.10.20.1/30. and no shutdown. Commit. For branch 1 I am done. Okay, now I will move to branch 2 and its IP is already there. Okay, so only I need to configure one IP here. Okay, set PC name is BR120. Okay, in 20 IP address 10.10.20.2 10.10.20.2/30 because it's a PC right? So we need to give one gateway also, 10.10.20.1. Okay. I think why did I be? Yeah, command is IP only, not IP address. Okay, and then you can use save. It will say show IP. Okay, so now I can check first the basic connectivity. 10.10.20.2, its own IP. 1, its gateway, that is edge of branch 1. Okay, now our this PC is configured, this vEdge is configured, this PC more I need to configure. Then I will show you how you can see some routes and other things. Let's set PC name branch 2 VPN 10. 10 IP VPN 10.20.10.2 slash 30 10.20.10.2 30. Okay, 10.20.10.1 and save show IP. Okay, now I can check 10.20.10.2. I'm just pinging its own IP. Sometimes it's get problem. These are virtual PCs. Now I'll ping next hop this gateway. Okay, it's pinging now. Okay. Now this some little topology already we created. This VH1 branch 1, branch 2 is up. Let me check on the I will close it. Here both devices are up. Okay. Now if I will go to my putty session, previously we are not able to see any OMP route. Okay, show OMP routes by tab. Now we can see I am on VH1 branch 2. So here I can see under VPN 10, right, 10.10.10.0 slash 30, right, I am receiving from vSmart, that is a vSmart system IP 2.2.2.2. Here you can see my vSmart system IP is 2.2.2.2. So I am receiving this subnet. So how the communication is happening for routing? This side is having control connection with these controllers. It is advertising is this subnet by default to the vSmart. I have not configured any special thing that you need to advertise to this vSmart. As I have configured the LAN side VPN 10 is advertised to the vSmart. The same thing vSmart advertised to the VH1 branch 2. And what all information it is advertising, you can see that here you can see it is advertising that I'm on VH, I'm on site number 20. Okay, I'm on site number 20. I am receiving these prefixes under VPN 10 from vSmart, and this OMP routes also telling me that these are the chosen, installed, and R means redistributed. Sorry, resolved. Chosen, installed, and resolved. Resolved means if you want to reach these prefixes, your TLOC IP will be 1.1.1.10. 1.1.1.10, what is this? 1.1.10 is a IP of branch 1, that is system IP. But TLOC consists other detail also. If I will show you, show running config, that is system IP. So it is showing here that is a TLOC IP, right? But along with the color, okay, if you want to reach these prefixes, your TLOC IP is this, and TLOC also consists of encapsulation, right? So we already covered that part in theory, MPLS encapsulation. And this VPN 10, this prefix you can also reach through same TLOC IP but different color, public internet IPsec. And for this is its own prefixes, right? So it is showing 00 because it is not receiving from anywhere else. This 10.20.10.0 belongs to this branch only, right? And there is a different status, C, red, and R, chosen, redistributed, and resolved, right? It should not be invalid. If there are any invalid, you will see here, it means there is some reachability issue there. You are not able to reach the TLOC IP. So
What
TLOC
is the
IP is
mean of
there.
path ID, Sachin?
Path ID 1 2, no, really don't know. What is the meaning of this path ID? Path maybe 1, 2 paths. 66 it is showing it's only local. So I think path 1 or path 2, maybe it's choosing by default one. Path 1, path 2. Okay. And one more thing.
Sachin, one query here. Let's say I don't want my local subnets to be advertised.
Hmm. Where you don't want to advertise? To vSmart?
No, to any of the SD-WAN fabric, to any of the SD-WAN site.
No, those kind of control you can do. There's a actually you are asking the question of the designing. So
let's say I'm running. Let's say I am running.
I got to your point. What do you want to ask? Suppose those are some designing questions. Suppose you have one switch here, right? And because in real production scenario you will not directly connect the PCs with the boxes, right? There will be some switches, and definitely you may be running some protocol between edge and the switch. Like here I will run the BGP, correct? So you will run the protocol between edge and the switch, right? So on the switch side you can control through the prefix list, allow or deny from the LAN side. They will not advertise to your vEdge. They will be keep remain till your switch side, right?
No. See, generally what happens is you have one or two uplinks in between, your edge and the switch, right? Now what my requirement is, I am running different environments, multiple environments behind my switch. Let's say I'm running 5, right? Now what I want is 4 should be advertised towards the SD-WAN fabric, and 1 should not be advertised. That is running some secret, private, or anything. Let's say I'm running a lab, just for example. I just don't want to advertise that lab segment into the SD-WAN fabric.
Yeah, so in that case, you don't need to add that subnet into the network command between. If you are running BGP between our edge device and switch,
on
you
the switch
don't
side
need
you
to
can control.
add here. You don't need to add that subnet into that configuration, routing protocol configuration.
Got it. Yeah.
So if you want that those subnet will reach to the edge and edge will not advertise to vSmart, that will not possible, because what is the use of, what is the purpose?
I would like
why those subnet are reaching to the edges, right?
No. There is a requirement. Let's say there are some servers and they want to get updates, so they would need internet access, right? So they would have to reach to the edge.
Correct.
So just a question. So we don't have any policy configuration on the edges, like which can define what needs to be advertised, like simply which we have in BGP.
Yeah, you can define on that one. You may mean through BGP, through any protocol you can control. In the SD-WAN, there is no mechanism that if the subnet is reached to your edge and it will not advertise, right? And suppose you share the example, you have some server on your LAN site.
So
They
you're
will
saying
require the internet.
if my edge, so edge is just a router, and we're just naming it edge. So if that router receives it receives the route, it would send it to the fabric.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
configuration needed for it.
yeah, yeah. It will send it to the fabric.
I
Only
mean, you cannot control anything on the edge from distribution perspective.
no, I am not able to understand why those subnet are reaching to the edge level. Just
Because they want to get new
Because
updates.
assume the edge has the underlay, and we used to want to use the underlay. We don't want to use the overlay, right? So in that case, we want that traffic to reach to the edge. However, we don't want it to go to the overlay,
yeah,
to the
that's where.
fabric.
Yeah, yeah. Then see on that I already told you. You are asking some design questions. See, for example, you have this edge, and you just said that you want to use a underlay, right? If you want to use a underlay, what it means, you are using this MPLS as a underlay, not overlay. But for that one, you need to use a BGP.
Right, which underlay is anyways there, right? Underlay is always there. We are
Underlay is
always
always there, but you will be able to use that underlay only if you are using the BGP between this edge and an MPLS. If you are using one point-to-point connectivity from 12 to 1, definitely one overlay will be formed. See, because we are using a edge at devices and it is a part of SDWAN fabric. If you are breaking the lines, means if you are don't want that this transport will be part of overlay, then you should have some special configuration. That's where your packet will go to the underlay, like we will configure the local internet breakout. So on that one we need to do the configuration of netting. On that interface it will do the net, and packet will go to the underlay, not through the overlay.
I
So
mean,
by default, yeah.
I know there are designs wherein you can use the overlay, and if the overlay goes down, you can use the underlay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there should be some mechanism to control what routes are advertised by the vEdge, right?
Through
I
BGP
mean,
you can control. If you are using this underlay, or suppose you want that, okay, those route will be will receive here, and it will be go via underlay, then you will use a BGP. When you will use the BGP, through BGP prefix list, you can control that one. You can deny from the line side, right? Because on the simple point-to-point connection, or simply that I am giving it just next hop gateway, you cannot use a underlay. By default, it will form a overlay, and your packet will not go to the your underlay part. Okay, I will share you more example.
no, no, I understood that.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Because
understood that.
for example, you can say like this. Okay, this is my topology. This site is having two transport, one internet and one is MPLS. Okay, and
Also, also,
now.
also another question. So, if the traffic reaches the vSmart,
Mhm.
so we can specify that what route needs to be advertised to which edge on the
Yeah,
vSmart.
those things we can control through the policies. There are the multiple policies.
To centralized
What
policy or
Yeah, through
yeah.
centralized policy, correct. On the vSmart we can make the policy. For example, I was showing here to you that here on the I am on vEdge branch 2. On vEdge branch 2, I can see only OMP routes related to VPN 10. Why? Because VPN 20, why I am not able to see here? Because VPN 20 is not still configured on this edge. But
Mhm.
here on branch 1, we already configured the VPN 20. So if I will show the OMP routes here, here we can see two VPN 10 routes and VPN 20 routes, because I have configured both of the VPN here, right? So if you can see in this branch 1, I am receiving this prefixes. No, sorry, these prefixes are the local one, 0000. I am receiving this prefixes 10.20.10.0 from the peer, right? And for the VPN 20, 10.20.10.0, these are also the local prefixes 0.0.0.0. And if I want to ping VPN 20, right? sorry, if I will here, I will show you. Here we have VPN 20, that is IP 10.10.20.2, right? And here we have VPN 10. If I will, and I have configured two VPN here on the branch one, 10, 20, but on this one only 10. Okay, so if I will go to this one, show interface description.
Yeah, we just hit enter once.
Show interface description. I have just this configured just to show you that how it works. So I have two VPN, VPN 10, the IP is 10.10.10.1, VPN 20, IP is 10.10.20.1. If I will go to branch 2 and I will ping VPN 10 IP, so we need to type VPN 10, otherwise the traffic by default will follow the VPN 0, and under the VPN 0 this IP is not there. Ping VPN 10 10.1, so it should ping, is pinging, okay, 10.10.10.1. But if from the VPN 10 I will try to ping the VPN 20 IP of other site, it will not ping. However, both are part of SD-WAN fabric, so that's called the segmentation we discussed on that day. 10 dot, okay, sorry, this IP is 10.20.1, so it will not ping, destination not unreachable.
So
So
we have, and how do we do VRF leaking?
so for that one we need to do the policies. If VPN 10 want to communicate to VPN 20, and if you want that only I will do only for these two sites. Suppose we have some departments, their requirement is that okay, we need to communicate with this via this VPNs, but we are not able to because by default they are not able to communicate. For
Yeah.
you can configure your policies like that. You need to define that site 10 and site 20, and your VPN 10 will redistribute its route to VPN 20, and VPN 20 will redistribute its route to VPN 10. That all conversion will happen on the vSmart side. When the
Okay.
policy we will configure the vSmart, and vSmart will share the updating routing table only to these two sites. If you
Okay.
have not mapped this site will not able to communicate from VPN 10 to 20 to other site, because we have made the policy only for these two sites. So that kind of control you can do that, right? Okay.
This is why the edges are called dumb devices, right?
Dumb devices, correct, because we are creating the policies here, and then after that vSmart is creating its routing table, and that routing table it is advertising to both of the branches through OMP updates, right? So through OMP it's advertising. We already discussed
Okay,
that.
Sachin, just a quick question. So, since we have an internet handoff on the edge side, right, but that is creating a tunnel. So, my question is how my traffic to the internet would go. I mean, do I need to add another route or
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, now it's your only transport. SD-WAN does not consider that it's internet or MPLS is 4G or LTE, whatever it is. It's a point-to-point connection. It is does not consider. It consider that okay, through this transport I'm able to reach a vManage, vSmart, vPond. So it's only a transport for the edge. But if you want that this site should also have a local breakout. I don't want
yes,
that this user will go to the hub and then there will firewall, it will be go local breakout. No, I want that this site will be go to the local breakout. For that one we need to do some configuration. I will do that one. I will show you later on when we will come on to that point how you can use, because for that one I need to leak my internet, means, or I need to attach my internet with this router.
Like and subscribe my channel and share with those guys who want to learn SD-WAN. Thank you so much.